right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, it's me, TJ Daly, here again with another Photoshop challenge assignment. Um, so today I'm supposed to, um, today's week topic or whatever it's called. So I'm supposed to be doing something involving historical person from that died. So anyone living now is not considered for this project. So who I'm going to be doing is Amelia Earhart, and you see two pictures of her right here. So I'm going to go ahead, create a new project, and it'll take a while, so we're waiting for that. I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to make sure, actually, I'm going to make sure. Okay. Alright, there we go. And then I'll name this. Well, you know what? No, I'll leave that blank for now. I'll name it later on. So I'm waiting. Here we go. And so now I'm going to start adding in some pictures. So I'm going to go ahead, go into my files. Computer's being real slow today. Sorry about that. Not much I can do. And the assignment we did before, we were using a, I guess, like old style paper. Not sure what it's called. Jeez, that's been real slow today. But I wanted to do something different and go with a black and white type thing. So I took this black and white image from the internet, and then I'm going to retransform it, stretch it out. Really, I don't really need the whole thing. This will be fine for what I want to do. So it'll work out well. So I'm going to add in this picture of one of my friends. Now, I know she doesn't look like Amelia Earhart, but I thought for as an added challenge, so to speak, I try to turn one of my friends into Amelia. So I think it'll do well. I mean, her hair is a bit too long, but I'll take care of that. So that'll be fine. But in order to make her really look like Amelia Earhart, we need to add in an aviator hat and some aviator goggles. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the magic wand tool, select the the outside white background, and then the inside. And then I'm going to right click, select the inverse, and then I can just click, drag it off, and put it right here. So, and then go to free transform, stretch it out so it fits over her head. Let's see, that should be good. Yeah, that looks fine. So that works all fine and dandy. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to do the same thing with the goggles, except I don't want this strap in the back right over here, because that'd be weird if you were a pilot in like in the early 1900s and had this on you. It'd be covering your eyes, and that won't work. And I'm sure they figured that out a while ago. So again, I'm gonna do the same thing. Select all this. It's actually selecting it pretty well. So, and then same thing here. Try to get as much of this as I can. Might be some spots I miss, but it won't be too bad. Then again, right click, select the inverse, and then I can drag this. Doesn't seem like there's that many spots, so that's good. And then, like I did with the aviator hat, edit. I'm gonna free transform it, stretch it out, fit it over her eyes. If it'll let me, there we go. And then also fit it over her nose. And I think that works out pretty well. Okay. So you might see an issue here with her finger being behind the aviator hat, and that doesn't work out. That doesn't make any sense. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do like I did with my last challenge assignment. All I need here is her finger. So I'm going to quick select, get her finger. That should be enough. And just in case, I'm going to copy the image. So take your finger, place it here. That's too big, obviously. So I'm going to free transform, shrink this fella down. And that works out well. I don't even have to. That doesn't look like I have to blend it in either, because I mean it looks fine. Yeah, that's perfect. All right. Here comes probably the longest part of this whole assignment. I'm going to have to. All right. This is the. Hold on. Let me. All right. To get out of that, by the way, I pressed escape. So what I'm doing is the polygonal lasso tool. It works better than the quick selection tool, magic wand tool, and all that for cases like this where I just want to carefully select the edges of her oh, what is it called? Her aviator hat. Yeah. Sorry, I'm quite tired right now. But I selected. Oop, don't really want her chin in there. And that's selected. And gonna go around some more. Select the parts of her hat that I can see. Yeah, there we go. And then here. I'm also missing the messy parts of her hair, so that would be good as well. I know she doesn't like it when she has messy hair, so technically I'm helping with that, I suppose. But won't be able to give her any personal advice about that. Anyway, so that'll be fine. Selecting this entire thing. And there we go. Alright, I'm going to pause the video here because basically what I just did there is what I'm doing throughout her entire face, and I don't mind too much if the video gets too long, but it's just me doing the same thing over and over, as you just saw. Okay, I thought it went away, but I'll be back. I'll update you on what I did. So, alright guys, I'm back. As you can see, I detailed some things. So I'll give you a basic rundown of what I did. So, what I did, I selected the goggles, I selected her nose, her eyes, her mouth, her hands, her body, her nostrils. Basically, what I did is I took the subtract from selection tool as well from the polygonal lasso tool, and once I was done, for example, selecting the goggles, I would go around her eyes and turn it white, and then select her eye here, turn it not white, and stuff like that. So really nothing I did was new. So I think this is pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on create a new layer. And let me make sure this is running. Okay, yeah, it's running. Sorry. I'm going to select create a new layer, and doesn't look like anything happened, of course, but it, over here, it created everything that's selected right now is in its own layer. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to take the paint bucket tool, and I kind of made this color that's kind of gray, but not too black, not too white. So I'm going to go ahead, do that, and let's see how that looks. And I'm going to select, can't see it, and let's deselect that. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe, well, I don't need to do that because I can go, so I can go into fill. Actually, before I do that, I need to have this selected again because I'm going to go back into retransform. I'm going to move this up a little bit. And that's for when I can put words underneath it. So that's all fine. And then I'm going to, well, actually, no. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to go to fill, and, oh, well, I had the background selected, so don't do that. I'm going to make this a little bit, have the fill to a lighter color, I suppose. Then I'm going to deselect. Yeah, that looks pretty. I mean, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to go into the type tool. I'm going to put in Amelia Earhart. And then I'm going to lower this object. Select it. Lower the font size. Let me change font size to 200. How's that look? That looks alright, but I don't like that color. So, well, let's make this a bit darker, shall we? So, well, actually, I can always just change it like that. And then, sorry, I keep pressing the wrong thing. Let's go with this. Does that look dark? Yes, it does. So, there you go. And that looks pretty good. So yeah, I think she looks decent. Um, yeah, so I think this is where I'm finished. So I'm gonna go ahead, go to File, save as um. Oh, I'll save it as a PSD for now. But I'm gonna name it. This is challenge 3, right? Yeah, it's probably challenge 3. I'll change it if it's not. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining in. And I'll catch you later. Bye.